Hello everyone, my name is Mansuzana Khanzadeh. I'm working as assistant professor at Government First Grade College, Pashapur. Welcome to our second session on Introduction to Cost Accounting, that is Unit 1 under Elements of Costing. So in the second session, we are going to talk about two concepts. The first one is Objectives of Cost Accounting and Functions of Cost Accounting. So let's get started with the Objectives of Cost Accounting. The first objective of cost accounting is ascertainment of cost. So it is very clear to understand that cost accounting subject deals with, or cost accounting deals with how we calculate the cost of production of a particular goods or services. So the main objective of cost accounting is ascertainment of cost, because all other decisions like selling decision, selling price decision, and future expansion decisions, and every kind of decision is dependent upon the cost of production, or simply the cost. So in order to take these decisions, we need to ascertain the cost. So the main objective of cost accounting is ascertainment of that cost, so that we can carry out further plans or further policies or further decisions. The next objective is determination of selling price. As you know, the profitability or the future of a particular company depends upon its sales, and the sales are dependent upon the or the selling price of the particular commodity in which the particular enterprise deals with. So as you know, nowadays there is a huge competition in the market, and the competitive price which is comparatively lesser compared to the competitors in that particular area, those kinds of goods and services are preferred by the customers. The goods and services which are comparatively low in cost and high in quality, those kinds of products will be preferred. So in order to determine the selling price, cost accounting is very helpful. So this is the second objective of cost accounting. The third point is cost control. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸೆಟ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್. So under standard costing, what we do, we set a particular set of or budget a particular year's cost, and then we incur the cost, and then we compare those two costs, that is standard cost we already set and the actual cost incurred. Then we find out that whether we have crossed that particular limit or we are within that limit. So if we have crossed that limit, we can control by applying different techniques and methods. So one of the objectives of cost accounting is helping the management in control of cost. The next point is guiding management in framing business policies and decisions. So as I already said, cost accounting is very helpful in business for framing different business policies and decisions. So we can say that cost accounting helps in determination of cost, it helps in fixation of selling prices, it helps in cost control, and at the end what happens, by applying all these information, we can help the business, or the cost accounting helps the business in framing business policies and decisions, whether they want to close any particular business, or they want to close any particular department, or the department which is not working properly, how we can improve that. So all these decisions can be taken with the help of cost accounting information, or information provided by cost accounting. So guiding the management in framing business policies and decisions is also one of the objectives of the cost accounting. The last point is formulating and implementation of incentive bonus plans. Cost accounting also helps the business, or also helps the management in deciding which kind of incentive plan or which kind of wage system should be applied in their particular enterprise. For example, there are a lot of different plans like Taylor's differential plan, there are piece rate system, there are time wage systems, there is Taylor's differential piece rate price, there is Merrick's efficiency plan, there is Halsey plan, Rowan plan. There are different types of incentive bonus plans, that using those incentive plans we are going to fix the wages for our workers, or the lower level management, or we can call it as. So at the time of fixation of wages, at the time of fixation of incentive plans and bonuses, cost accounting provides us with a variety of ways in which we can fix those incentives and bonus plans. So by providing a lot of choices and by guiding the management in selecting one of those particular kind of incentive plans for cost accounting is very helpful in formulating as well as implementation of incentive bonus plans. So overall, the main objective of cost accounting is controlling the cost, first of all determining the cost and trying to control those costs so that we can get more and more profits and so that we can improve the efficiency of a business concern. So these are the different objectives of cost accounting. The next point is functions of cost accounting. So what does cost accounting does? The first point is recording. So in this point we can say that recording of relevant transactions is the primary function of cost accounting. Various accounts are maintained according to the principles of cost accounting. This helps in ascertainment of cost. We can prepare cost sheet in which we can summarize all the cost and finally we can come to know what is the selling price or what may be the sales, and different accounts will be prepared. We can prepare different ledgers like for issue of materials we can prepare different we use different methods like FIFO and LIFO method. We can calculate different stock levels. So in this way we are going to record the information relating to cost. The second function is cost analysis. It means costs are classified into different groups like direct cost, indirect cost, normal cost, abnormal cost. By doing this we can exactly find out which kind of cost is actually creating a burden on the organization. So this is also one of the functions of cost accounting. The third point is cost control. As I already said, cost accounting establishes standard cost, that is what predetermined cost, and then we are going to compare the standard cost with the actual cost and we analyze the difference between these two costs and we try to find out the causes and remedial measures for creating the equality between these two costs, the standard cost as well as the actual cost. So this is also one of the functions of cost accounting. The next point is quotation. Quotation is nothing but a predetermined amount or predetermined budgeted cost. So we can say that it estimates the cost of job or work order more scientifically to quote the price. So for example, we can say for any particular contract we have to fill a tender or a quotation in which we are going to list out all the costs and then we are going to put a certain percentage of profit and then finally we are going to quote a particular price for a particular kind of a contract. So cost accounting helps in preparation of quotations. The next point is cost planning. Each element of cost should be properly planned and expenses incurred accordingly. The overall cost planning helps the management in order to activate the objectives. So we can say that we have to prepare some predetermined values for our overall or year-wise expenditure. So we have to plan each and every elements like raw materials, our wages, our other expenses. All these have to be planned very much earlier or before starting of the year. So this is all in this kind of task also cost accounting helps the management a lot. So this is also one of the functions of cost accounting. The next point is cost budgeting. As you know, budget is nothing but a predetermined figure, or this function helps to formulate the cost budget. The budget, which means fixing the overall limit of expenses and the cost information, guides to be within the set of framework, within the set framework. So we can say that at this initial stage of the year or at the starting of the year we are going to create a budget, then total amount of expenses and our incomes, estimated amounts we are going to set, and then we are going to follow according to those budgets. So in this this function also helps the management in creating a limit for the or the benchmark for the management, so that they do not cross that limit, so that their cost does not exceed the predetermined budget. The next point is reporting. So this is also one of the functions of cost accounting, revealing and reporting inefficiencies of various elements of cost units, cost center, products, etc. to the management. So here what happens, we are going to prepare all the information, we are going to calculate all the costs, we are going to find out the areas which are running under losses, we are going to find out the departments which are running under losses, we find out which product is not making profit, and then all this information is reported to the management. So this happens in the this point, reporting point. The last one is providing cost information for decision making. At the end of the process, what happens, by recording cost analysis, by controlling cost, comparing cost, preparing quotations, what happens, we are helping the management in decision making. Whether let's take an example of a contract in which you are going to enter. Let's say there is a road manufacturing contractor is there, what we call a particular construction company is there which wants to invest in a particular contract of preparing a road. So for that they prepare a particular quotation. So by preparing the quotation, we are helping the management, or we are helping the construction company in order to decide whether they have to take that particular contract or not, whether the contract is going to be beneficial or not. So by providing all the cost information, we help the management in decision making. So these are some of the points, objectives and functions of cost accounting, and the remaining theoretical part we will be dealing in the next session. And thank you so much for listening patiently.